Spencer Hoffman wrote and asked this question about vlogging strategy on YouTube. How do you determine a target audience if you're thinking about doing vlogs? I know vlogging strategy can feel really complicated because, like, how do you make discoverable and searchable content if you're just telling stories about you and your family and your friends and just like whatever you happen to be doing that day? Well, today let's talk about a good vlogging strategy for YouTube and how you can actually use those stories to grow your channel and reach people and change their lives. Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and welcome to Video Creators. This channel is all about helping you guys grow your YouTube audience so you can spread a message that reaches people and changes their lives. Even when you're just telling stories about your family, about yourself, and you're just making fun vlog videos. How do you grow a channel like that? Well, before we dive into vlogging strategy, I think it's important for us to first of all understand why people consume content in the first place. People consume content for the same reasons, whether it's a YouTube channel, a podcast episode, a book, a television show, magazine, whatever the case might be. They consume it because it has some value for them as a consumer. So you guys are watching this video not because you saw my video, you're like, oh, Tim published a new video and I need to make sure I give him that one extra view count on his video. You guys saw the title, you saw the thumbnail, it pitched the value that you want to have, and so you click to watch this video. It's important to understand that your audience doesn't care about you. At least not yet. They will eventually, but right now they're just clicking on a title and a thumbnail that teased a story that was of interest to them. And in order for that to happen, you need to know who that audience is so you can craft titles and thumbnails and stories that are of interest to them that they will click and actually watch. You need to know what story you're telling and who that story is for. But you also need to know the value of that story for someone in that target audience. You're not just gonna have a successful channel most of the time running around and talking about yourself and how awesome you are and how great you are, and or even just giving video status reports throughout your day. That's not a story. People want to watch a vlog that has some sort of meaning to them, whether that's something that they want to aspire to, or something that they want to become, or something that they can identify with or relate to. You're ultimately telling your story, but you're actually telling your viewer's story through your story. Let me give you an example. So my family has a vlogging channel we've been doing since 2006. Our target audience on that channel are young moms who feel overwhelmed with having 1 or 2 kids. If they have 2 kids, their oldest is 3, but this is someone who's just like came out of college and they're used to having a really big social life. They had a career then, and now all of a sudden they had kids and they feel stuck at home with this thing that just poops and throws up on them. So we want to tell stories that encourages that mom. And we have 7 little kids. My wife and I had 7 kids in 8 years. And so that mom, that target audience, said, like, I have 1, maybe 2 kids and I feel overwhelmed. How are you doing it with 7 kids? So the stories that we're telling are intended, the value proposition is talk about how can a family become a family team together? How can we be stronger together than just really drained and tired all the time? And so rather than just saying 3 points, ladies, for how you can do whatever, just tell the story that hopefully gives inspiration, gives encouragement, and has meaning for that specific target audience.
And Hannah did awesome, which I knew she would, but it's always it can be kind of scary trying something new, and she's been my one that doesn't like change. So for her to make this big step and go to school, I'm really proud of her.
Having that specific audience and that specific value proposition actually eliminates a lot of stories that we could otherwise tell. And I think it's really freeing because we're not just trying to tell everything about our life that we think might be interesting. Instead, we're trying to tell stories that audience wants to keep coming back for. Now, how do you make content like that discoverable though? Your main traffic source for these types of videos is not going to be search. Instead, you need to bank on suggested videos. And the way you make a video more likely to be suggested is a lot, but simply you're going to tell a story that's valuable for a specific audience over and over and over again. So Google starts to learn that this type of video is valuable to that type of person, and Google just starts putting your videos in front of the right people for you. For example, a video maybe like, mom goes shopping with 7 kids alone. And the thumbnail is all the kids in the shopping cart just like hanging out looking like it's crazy. You don't need to know nor care about us or our family for that to be a discoverable video. Anyone in our target audience is like, what type of mom goes shopping alone with 7 kids? And that scenario in that thumbnail does not, it looks like a wreck, right? And so we know then that we have to open that video, knowing what they clicked for, wanting to expect. We can't start that video like in our kitchen, my wife saying like, oh, we need to go shopping, and you know, that won't perform as well. We need to start that video. It needs to open with putting the kids in the shopping carts and affirming for that viewer that yes, what you expected, what you clicked expecting to get is coming in this video. And then by that, they'll just start watching, get introduced to our family, and hopefully then through that point, wanting to watch more vlogs and pick up on the value. So like, I love this, I like this. Yes, I feel like an overwhelmed mom. This is exactly what I need. Give me more of that, subscribe. And I suggest just drafting a whole bunch of those stories. And then as those come up in your life, tell those stories through your vlogs. I want you guys to watch a video from some friends of mine from the Weed 'em and Reap channel. They were doing a family vlog for a while, were struggling to get past around 200,000 views a month, but then they figured some of these things out in their vlogging strategy, and they quickly grew to over 4 million views a month in only a few months' time. You can see that video right here on your screen. Click and go check that out. Subscribe here to learn more about how to grow your YouTube audience so you can reach people and change their lives. And I'll see you guys over in the next video with Weed 'em and Reap.